Hello everybody and welcome back to the Let's Play of the Railroad Tycoon 3 campaign, and today we're doing the Crossing the Alps scenario. And we're playing from 1875 until 1910, so it's 35 years, so it's a very long time. It says here that the craggy mountain passes of the Alps are a natural barrier to land trade in Central Europe. In the late 1800s, the Swiss and Italians tunnelled through the St. Gotthard Pass to connect Zurich and Milan. However, one of the lowest passes is the Brenner Pass between Innsbruck and Bolzano. You can go where you like, but you have to make a rail connection as quickly as possible since time and money will not be on your side. Get through and you'll be a hero. Fail and you'll be ruined. So for bronze we have to connect Milan to Zurich by 1910. For silver we have to connect Milan, Zurich, Munich and Venice, again by the end of 1910. And for gold we have to do all that and deliver 30 loads of weapons from anywhere to Munich, again by the end of 1910, so we do have 35 years. Special conditions: you may not load unconnected track. Okay. No AI, it's just us. Let's take a look at the map. Okay, so the map itself is very small. Not a massive amount of cargo, quite a lot in Germany itself. But as for Italy, there's very little. But the map is very small and not very well populated, as you might expect, given that half of it is the Alps. But once we get into, well, Switzerland itself only really has one city. I mean, it's got Zurich and Chur, or Chur, I don't know how to pronounce that. Anyway, first things first, create a company. Since I'm boring, we are going to call just, I don't have any European custom logos, so I mean, we could use the Orient Express logo, but we use that a lot already. I don't think British Railways is entirely correct. We're just going to use the mountain logo, and because I'm boring, we're just going to call ourselves Alpine Railroad. Like that. You know what we are if you call ourselves that. Anyway, looking at territories, we start in Italy, and we also have access to Slovenia and Croatia. I'm not sure whether those two were actually countries in 1875. I'm pretty sure they would have been part of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, which in this game is just called Austria as opposed to Austria-Hungary. Anyway, so we have to do Milan to Zurich for bronze, Milan to Zurich to Munich to Venice for silver, and Milan, Zurich, Munich, Venice, and weapons for gold. Now, since we start in Italy, we're obviously going to want to connect Milan to Venice, and Verona, maybe Bergamo, and then Portoguero, Trieste, and then we're going to want to start making our way up to Zurich somehow, and Munich again somehow, because obviously there's big Alpine mountains in the way. It did say one of the narrowest passes was the Brenner Pass between Bolzano and Innsbruck, I think. Yeah, Innsbruck and Bolzano via the Brenner Pass. And you can see it here, it kind of goes like this way, then this way, and then like somehow managed to tunnel through here into Innsbruck. There's no easy way of getting through, but I think that's probably what we will do, because it seems like quite a narrow pass. And it says historically they went through the St. Gotthard Pass to connect Zurich and Milan. We do have to connect Zurich and Milan, but we don't have to connect them directly, so we can actually just do Milan, Venice, and then through to Innsbruck, Munich, Zurich. So Zurich might actually be the last city we connect. In fact, it probably will be if we do that line through the Brenner Pass. I'm trying to find the Gotthard Pass, and to be honest, I can't see it. It just looks like mountains to me. Unless it's just along the Rhine River. No, there's no real pass there. So it looks like we're going to have to do Trento, Bolzano, Innsbruck, and then probably Rosenheim, Munich. And then once we're in we can start sending stuff over. Ah! That's a bit of a worry. I've played this map in the past, and normally Venice itself has ports that create weapons. They've not spawned yet. And that's going to make gold a lot harder. If not impossible. Please tell me they're going to spawn eventually. Because if they don't, I'm seriously screwed. Because that means I'm going to have to get a weapons factory and create our own weapons and send them over to Munich. I mean, you can see as well, price $90 in Venice. So each load you send over to Munich, you make about $300, which is insane. I mean, obviously it goes down as it's hauling, but it's still pretty insane. Anyway, first things first, we're going to need a station in Venice. And we can actually get away... No, we can't. We'll need a large station. I was going to say we can get away with medium, but we can't because we need a large. The town is such that we need a large. So let's do... Anyway, let's do Venice to Portaguero. First few years we're probably not going to make much money, unfortunately. Especially not now that these ports haven't appeared yet. Is there actually anything? Like, what's in Verona? There's a textile mill. But there's no cotton and there's no wool, so that's not going to make any money. There's a meatpacking plant. And there's some livestock. So that is making a bit of money. And we want to get over to Milan, obviously, eventually. Just not now. Steel mills. There's no coal. There's no... Actually, there's some iron making its way over to Trieste, because there's a tool and die in Trieste. But after 1877, tool and die stopped accepting iron, so... it'll require steel, and then it'll stop making money. That's annoying. Oh well. I'll have to figure something out. I don't know what, but I'll figure something out. Anyway, trains. We have the Crampton, the Fairley, the Consolidation and the Stirling, and I'm pretty sure the Consolidation shouldn't actually be in this game. Because I'm pretty sure it's not available in European maps. But for whatever reason we can use it, and it is actually good on the hills. And also, it's also actually better at hauling stuff, so I'm just going to use the Consolidation. And let's put on a dining car, because we've got some passengers. The thing is as well about the Consolidation, is it is acceptable to passengers. So, it is actually a very good all-round locomotive. And since we don't have to worry about net worth, we can get rid of the dividend. And we can issue stock, although I don't want to do that right away. 11% loan, don't want to do that just yet. We don't need any money at the moment. Well, obviously, we need money, but we're not so desperate that we're going to take out an 11% loan. It's barely making any money. I mean, later on I'm going to want to connect to Trieste. Or Trieste. There's a textile mill there. And, as expected, it's got nothing, so that's making no money. There is some iron for the tool and die, as I've said before. It's coming from the mountains here. So actually, we could buy these iron mines. Might not be a bad idea. Okay, let's buy the iron mines. Make a bit of money. Although actually, after 1877, I'm not sure, because they won't have anywhere to sell their stuff. I don't think they'll make any money, will they? Maybe they will, maybe they won't, I don't know. Because, I mean, is there anywhere that demands iron that isn't that tool and die? Well, Milan, but that's quite far away. Okay, we made $88,000 that year, so they're somewhat pleased with us. The salaries remained the same, the stock prices basically remained the same. Let's actually take out a bond and issue stock. Can we make it to Verona? And more importantly, should we make it to Verona? Is there anything of interest there? A tiny bit of meat. I mean, there will be some passengers there. Problem is, we would have to cut through... Well, we'd have to build a bridge, and also it's quite a long way. And we can actually get there, and it is very flat. But the problem is, it's quite a long way, and actually we have to build a bridge to Trieste anyway. It's telling me that suspension bridges aren't available, which means I can't build over lakes. They become available in 1895, so they are available in this game, but in this scenario, because we will actually play in 1895, but you don't want to build a suspension bridge, especially not for something like that, because they're very, very expensive. You usually only build them if you have to, rather than because you want to. And we're going to need a large station for Trieste, because of the awkward positioning of the town. Ooh! Okay, there's a lot of goods that we can ship over to Venice. Passengers want to go to Venice. Nobody wants to go to Trieste. We'd actually make more money hauling them to Portoguero. So yeah, I mean, we can do Venice to Portoguero, and then... Yeah, Venice to Portoguero, and then I might be better off just having another train, but we can't issue stock or anything, so I might just have to wait for some money to come in. Bit annoying. Because Trieste to Venice is going to make quite a bit of money. Unless I just make it like that. So, Venice, Portoguero, Trieste, and then back to Venice. Yeah, that's making quite a lot of money. Because a lot of people want to go from Trieste to Venice, although they actually would pay more to go to Portoguero. So yeah, I think change it from so it's now going kind of like Venice, Portoguero, Trieste, Portoguero, Venice. I think that might end up making more money. I hope. Anyway, maintenance and water at Trieste. Whoa! A whole load of passengers want to go from Venice to Portoguero. I mean, it's going to be very slow at the start, but that said, we did make $200,000 that year, and that's with an 11% loan as well. Okay, we can't issue any stock. Really no point buying shares, because we're not interested in net worth. And that's why there's no point putting in a dividend. It's a bit unusual because we're not interested in net worth, and we're not interested in AI because there isn't any AI. Boom times ahead, that is welcome. So we're going to make some more money. And there you go, Tool and Die have stopped accepting iron. So that's annoying because that means that this Tool and Die only accepts steel, so it's no longer going to make any money. And also I imagine that these iron mines that I bought are not going to make any more money because they have nowhere to sell the iron to. Although actually, that said, it seems like they are still making a bit of cash selling iron to... That's weird. There's still demand for iron in the Tool and Die that doesn't demand iron. That's a bit broken. I'm hoping that updates next year. Anyway, let's issue the stock. Now, do we take out a bond at 8% and connect over to Verona? It's tempting, and I think I will. I think we can get it perfectly flat. Well, not perfectly flat, but fairly flat. Slight incline there. Can I do any better? Maybe not, actually. Yeah, that's slightly better. Can we actually get out if we do that? We can, so we'll do it like that. Oops, wrong button. Build a station. Makes no difference. May as well build it here. It is actually cutting through the track. Yeah, you can see it there. But that's not an issue. It will still function like a regular station. And we can build another bridge out when we eventually connect to Milan. So, there's actually a whole lot in Verona. And we can ship it to Venice or Portoguero or Trieste. Although we would make the most money shipping it to Venice. Although apparently people want to go from Venice to Trieste. Sorry, Trieste to Verona. Which is interesting. But I think for now, we can just create a Verona-Venice line. And that'll make money. So, let's just do that. Let's actually start in Verona, to be fair. Okay. So that's making cash. Ulm has offered $200,000 to connect to it. Okay. We will probably connect there eventually, but it's obviously... No. It's not like... It's not an objective, and... It's just another city that we will eventually connect to. I mean, we're going to need access rights into actually everywhere, because we need to get into Austria to get into Innsbruck. We obviously have to connect to Munich, and we obviously have to connect to Zurich. So we're going to have to spend 400,000 profit. Very pleased with us. Increase the salary. Economic boom. But as I was saying, we're going to spend 500,000 to get into Austria, 1 million to get into Germany, and another 500,000 to get into Zurich. So that's 2 million in total. Could be worse. I mean, at least it's not like it's 10 million, like in the state of Germany. That bastard of a scenario. I'm still pissed off by the fact I only got silver as opposed to bronze. Wow. Stock price is going up. $87 per share. So, we'll want to issue that, but I think we have to wait until September before we can issue off some stock. And I've just realised we're going to need maintenance and water. Probably also wants to double up around Venice, actually. Yeah, because this is complaining about lack of water and stuff. Yeah, lack of water. Can't fit a maintenance there, so I'll have to put it there. Oh, actually, that was a mistake. That was a mistake, because now I can't upgrade the bridge. Oh well. I'll just have to deal with it. Because we're not going to upgrade that bridge anytime soon. I'm still pissed off by the fact there's no ports creating weapons. I mean, I'm hoping that these spawn. Ah! Thank fuck. Right. Now. Yeah, because ports in this game, or this scenario rather, are seriously overpowered. I mean, look. Supply per year, 5 loads of weapons. Like, I mean, I know the only real demand for weapons is all the way in Munich, but that's the objective. And you make a fortune hauling them. In fact, we could actually start hauling them to Verona, and we would make a profit of 28. Well, it's fluctuating. But, oh, there's another one. The station doesn't actually capture both of the ports, which is a bit annoying. But they'll make their way to the station. Yeah, you can see they're making their way to the station. So we could actually ship those over to Verona, and we'll make money doing so. In fact, actually, what did that news thing say? Stock split 2 for 1. Oh, I forgot to issue stock. Right. So we're now very wealthy. We made 380,000 last year. Excited by performance, they increased our salary, which is always nice. And we don't worry about... Whoops. We don't have to worry about net worth, but it's always welcomed. And since we can't build unconnected track, we have to connect from Verona. I can't put the station in until we're actually there. It's a bit annoying. But how much would it cost? I mean, problem is there's so many rivers that we got to cross the Sarka River. Probably mispronounced that. And then the Oglio River, again probably mispronounced that, and the Adda River, probably mispronounced that. And I apologise for that. And we don't have enough money to get to Milan. I might want to do iron bridges, to be fair, because then I can double track. Let's actually put in another train between actually I was going to say Trieste to Verona, but that's not actually that worthwhile. Trieste Venice would be... Yeah, there you go. Hauling weapons between Venice and Verona. I mean, it doesn't satisfy the objective, it just gets us a bit of money. Okay, let's do Verona to Trieste, so all the way. It's a long journey. Don't really need a dining car on that line. It's hauling meat and produce, passengers and mail. It should start making a lot of money. And we'll want to double up round here. We do actually have enough money, so let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. And put in a... Oh, is that house in the way now? No, it isn't. I was going to say, is that house in the way, but it isn't. Yeah, put in a double track stone bridge. And that'll obviously make the train a lot faster. And it's double track, so it reduces traffic. Everything is good. Now, could take out a 6% loan. Okay, let's take out a small loan of $1 million, which we're paying 6.5% interest. And let's actually double track here. Ooh, that's expensive. Okay, maybe not. Let's just do single track to then Milan. Get my cities mixed up. That's not good. Oh, we just have enough money. Put in a large station. Okay, Milan and Venice are connected. Milan actually has a lot. So we can do Milan... Nobody wants to go to Milan? That's weird. Anyway, we can do Milan to Verona. We can also do Verona to Milan. Sorry, Venice to Milan. Weird how Verona wants weapons. I mean, it doesn't actually demand them, it's just it's profitable to haul them. And then they sort of haul them up the river. But then they can only really get so far. But that is weird. Anyway, let's wait for some money to come in and then we can do Milan to Verona. With a consolidation, of course. Okay. And I'm going to zoom out because the corner was hidden. I couldn't see Milan. Milan, Verona. Put on a dining car. Excuse me. Oh, they've actually cut our salary because we didn't make that much money that year. Bit annoying. Let's just buy 1,000 shares in ourselves. We may as well. I could even buy some shares on the margin, to be fair. Let's do that. So we now own 6 of 52,000 shares in ourselves. So, just a bit over 10%. I mean, it was a bit of a slow start, but the money is starting to pile in now. But the thing is, we still need a lot. God. Those 2 ports are generating 10 weapons per year in Venice. And we're going to make a lot of money just shipping them over to... shipping them over to Verona. Okay, I'm thinking of a Venice-Trieste line would be good, and then I need to edit that train 1. Oh. Apparently not that many people actually want to go. Going from Venice to Portoguero. Huh. So that's now just doing Venice to Portoguero. That's doing Venice-Verona. Verona-Trieste with a dining car. I'm going to need Portoguero-Trieste. So let's do that. I don't know how profitable that'll be, but... oh well. Not very, apparently. Oh, Milan-Verona needs maintenance and water. Oops. Okay. Yeah, you're right. I built the service tower too close to the bridge. Not an issue. Anyway. Venice Trieste. Right, so... I'm probably going to want to double up round here as well then. Double up round Trieste. Ah! They increased our salary by a lot, and we made $944,000 that year. That's very impressive. Let's issue off the stock. Okay. Are those mines still making money? Yes, they are for some reason. Where are they selling the iron to? For some reason there's still a slight demand in Trieste. This one's just appeared out of nowhere. Don't think we really want to buy it, to be honest. I'll sell them when they start becoming unprofitable. Economic boom fading, so we're now in economic prosperity. That's fine. I mean, we do want to start connecting... well, eventually we'll have to connect Verona to Trento and then start tunnelling... maybe not tunnelling, we'll probably just build regular track. Because tunnels are very expensive. Up to Bolzano. And then once we get to Bolzano, it gets difficult. Because you have to kind of go through... well, some dairy farms in the way, so I have to build round them. If possible. And we will need to buy access into Austria, and then I'm thinking... probably have to tunnel through there, or face some horrific gradient. Anyway, before we can do all that, is there anything in Belluno? No, not really. There's a bakery that demands grain, but there's no... no, there's no real grain. Okay, so we'll have to connect to Trento, and I think that is a line we'll take. The Brenner Pass, apparently. See, it's similar to Central Pacific. You take... Well, you obviously go for the narrowest pass, but if you take historic mountain passes, they're generally less steep, so take advantage of them. Because they're there to be used. Wow. Look at that bridge. I'm not going to use it, but just look at it. It's stupid. That's what it is. Yeah, can you not give me a more sensible bridge? Something like that, but less... normal economic growth. Something like that, but less stupid, please. Yeah, that's not going to work, is it? Okay, let's actually put it onto pause. That kind of works. Huh. And then it's just flat land. Do I want to keep that bridge? No, probably not. And it's just flat up to Trento. And then we can build a station in Trento. And we are actually still in Italy. So we obviously will need to get access into Austria, which costs 500,000. Bolzano is just in Italy. Just about in Italy. Can't issue stock. Could take out a 9% loan. I don't want to do that. Actually, there is quite a bit in Trento. Trento to Verona would be fairly profitable. So let's do that. And we can also do Venice to Trento. So let's do that. Not actually hauling as much as I thought it would do. Let's do Verona to Trento. With a dining car. It's hauling weapons. So, for whatever reason, there's not a demand directly for weapons. It's just because it's like because the map's very small, and because there's such a huge demand in Munich, it creates a price differential with a huge radius. So basically, you can haul weapons anywhere in here, and you'll make a lot of money. For whatever reason. Oh, actually, we're going to want a dining car on this train as well. Oh, and we're going to need maintenance and water. Put another water here. And sit back and let money pile in. Next stop is actually Bolzano, and I think we can possibly connect there now. Don't really like that bridge. That's better if we can... Yeah, we can build out there. That's better. We want to go this way. So... do a bit of... Avoiding the gradient. I mean, it sounds stupid because we are building through the Alps, but you don't want the gradient to be as, like, stupidly steep. Anyway, due to the very unique way that Bolzano is built, i.e. there's a bakery on top of a mountain, we do need... Actually, no, we need a large station for the entire city. In fact, actually, would... No, we wouldn't be able to connect... We wouldn't be able to get those farms in along with all this. Anyway, Bolzano to Verona. Actually, we can do. To be fair, we can just do Bolzano to Verona, and that should make money. Or Verona to Bolzano. Nope, Bolzano Verona is actually making money. That's one thing about this map, is it is easy to make money. Ah! Right. Now, technically we shouldn't have this train because it's not available in Europe, but this game scenario doesn't seem to be applying localization rules to trains. The Shay has become available. Now the Shay is very reliable, decent acceleration, cheap to buy, expensive to maintain. Passengers don't really like it, but they like it the same amount as consolidation. But it's very good on hills. And we're going to have a lot of hills because we're building through the Alps. So we might actually want to use some shays between, like, Innsbruck and Bolzano, where the gradient might not be very favourable. Although that said, the consolidation is actually good on hills and might be faster. But the thing is I don't think I've ever really used a Shay. Actually, I've used the Shay once. I've never used the Fairly, which is basically the Shay but ugly, cheaper to maintain. Slower, it's just all round worse. The Fairly is actually really bad, to be honest. Only use the Fairly if you absolutely have to, and you can't use the Shay, because the Shay is just a lot better. It's more expensive to maintain, but anyway, furniture factory has appeared near Augsburg. Is there any lumber? Yeah, there is. So that furniture factory will actually make some money. We can't buy it because we need access into Germany, and we may as well buy access to Austria right now. We may as well actually can't afford access to Switzerland just yet, but we may as well do that when we can. Does cost $500,000. Recession ahead. That's not good. That's not good at all. Okay, we've now got access to Switzerland and Austria. Yeah, I mean, the weapons are just kind of going all over the place. Like, they're coming out of Venice, and then they're going to Verona, and then they're going to Trento, and then they're ending up at Bolzano. They're just going all over the place. There's a load of weapons in Trento, for some reason. And they are only getting more expensive the more north you go. They're actually pleased with our performance. We made 1.35 million. Holy fuck. Okay, let's buy some more shares on the margin. Stock's actually going to split this year if we keep making as much money as we are doing. Because I mean, at $104, it's going to split 2 for 1. That'll be very welcome. Put down a car on this train, even though it's broken down. Oh. Hang on. And the Portuguero Trieste does have maintenance. I'm going to want to double up round Portuguero, actually. And I might want to upgrade this to a stone bridge. Well, and that one as well. Wait for the train to disappear. What the heck's that train doing? Can't reach next station. What? You can't get to Portaguero? Oh, now you can. What the fuck? That was weird. Okay, just wait for the... Yeah, that's not going to happen anytime soon. Right. Now, replace this with double track and stone bridge. Double up round here. And double up this. Which is already double. Okay. Get rid of that. Build that. And there we go. Ease traffic a bit. We have spent a lot of money. But it should make things a bit easier around Portaguero. The economy is back on track. That is very welcome. Very welcome indeed. Actually, we've only really got... We don't really have a lot coming out of Milan, so... We've got Milan to Verona. And that's it. So let's actually do... Milan to Venice. That's a fairly long distance, but the map is quite short, so it's actually not as long as you might think. There you go, the stock split 2 for 1. They're very pleased with us. We made $1.25 million. Let's buy some more on the margin. Let's buy another one on the margin. I think that'll be enough. We don't want to bankrupt ourselves. I mean, it's not like if we go bankrupt, it's not actually the end of the world because we don't care about net worth. But it's just always good to make ourselves not go bankrupt. Anyway, we do have access to Austria. Now, how much would a tunnel between Bolzano and Innsbruck actually cost? Bear in mind we'll have to build around these farms. Would it be cheaper to tunnel? Or just kind of... It's actually fairly flat here. How much would a tunnel itself cost? Oh, we can actually afford it! Let's do that then! And also, the thing is through the tunnel, I mean... Yes, there's a slight incline through the entrance, but actually through the tunnel, there's a constant gradient, because it's a tunnel. That's how tunnels work in this game, like, in a tunnel, constant gradient, of 2. That's insane. And we're at Innsbruck, and the thing is it's basically plain sailing to Munich. It's entirely flat. That was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Anyway, let's, we can't issue stock, so let's take out another small loan of $1 million. At 8%. Build a station in Innsbruck. Can't quite fit the entire town in like that. Oh, actually. No, if we build it there, we miss out a house, but that's not such a bad thing. The only people that want to go to Innsbruck are from Trieste and Bolzano, and there's not that many of them. Although we could do Trieste to Innsbruck. Ooh. We'd make a fortune. Okay, let's just do all 3, to be honest. So Trento to Innsbruck. Making a fortune! Sorry, making an absolute fortune hauling weapons. Holy crap. I mean, I knew that would happen, but... And again. And the final one, Verona to Innsbruck. So this tunnel basically pays for itself. That's insane. I think this scenario is made too easy by that fact. I mean, it's an easy scenario, but the fact that you make so much money just hauling, like, you make the fact that there's such a price difference for weapons. It basically means that all your money comes from weapons, and like, look at our cash. Our profits are just going to go through the roof. Where are these? The weapons are not making itself to the station. Can't upgrade the station in Portaguero to a large. Not that we need to. The problem is the weapons are just sitting there and they're not making their way to the station. Well, they are, but not very fast. Hang on. That was last year. So the stock split 2 for 1 last year, and again at the end of this year. And they're highly excited by us. They massively increase our salary. Let's buy some more shares in ourselves on the margin. Not too many. I mean, we're not even in an economic boom. And I just realised Innsbruck to Bolzano requires maintenance and water. Can't build a maintenance there, but we can actually build water, so. So now Innsbruck to Bolzano has water. We can actually probably have enough money to connect over to Munich, to be honest. Oh, for God's sake. It's not letting me build for some reason. Okay, let's try again. I don't really want bridges. Yeah, I don't really want to build unnecessary... Oh! Right, we're going to need access into Germany. It's only 1 million. I say it's only 1 million, but 1 million is quite expensive to get access rights, but it's well worth it. I mean, we're making an absolute fortune at the moment from weapons, which isn't necessarily what you want to be making money in, but I mean, it doesn't sound very morally correct. Like, oh yeah, what do you make your money in? I make my money hauling weapons. Yeah, this doesn't sound great, but sadly it's true. I mean, that is actually where most of our money comes from. Wow, that's a bridge and a half. How do I want to do this? Because I do want to connect to Rosenheim, but at the same time we will need a bridge. Okay, that works. But now it's not letting me build out. Oh wait, yeah it is. This actually can be a wood. It can be a wooden bridge, to be fair. That's pretty hideous. But I'm just gonna have to can't deal with it. Okay, seriously, what the fuck is this? Okay, this isn't working. Okay, that's a bit weird, but I might just deal with it. To be honest, I might just use that. Anyway, let's go back to iron bridges because we're probably going to want to double up around Munich. Can fit the entire town in like that. Munich and Venice share a railway. Crowds cheer as the Munich is linked to the Adriatic. Okay. So we have to ship 30 loads of weapons specifically to Munich, but they can come from anywhere. So we can do Innsbruck to Munich, which isn't as profitable, but it's still very profitable. And the thing is, the gradient is actually fine, so we can just get away with using consolidations. So we don't actually need the Shay. Sorry, Shay, but you're not needed. And it's still making like $500,000. Which is stupid amount of money, to be honest. Putting maintenance and service stations. I mean, the gradients are... Ooh. Okay, there's a gradient there. There's a gradient when crossing this. There's a tiny gradient there, but it shouldn't be too bad. I'm not happy about that at all. Slight gradient there, but otherwise... This mountain pass is perfectly flat. Although... There's a very steep gradient going up into this tunnel, which I'm not happy about. But there's nothing I can do about that. Perfectly, well, gradient of 2 through here, flats, slight gradient here. I mean, come on, we're building through the Alps. There will be some gradients, but I think that is very flat. Actually, we're going to need... Do I put on the dining car or not? Probably not really worth it. I don't think there's enough passengers to be worth it. But we've hauled 7 loads of weapons already. And we only need 30 for the gold. Innsbruck, Trento, Verona and Venice. So let's just do that. Let's just do Venice to Munich. All the way. Doesn't really have a whole lot to haul, but oh well. Verona to Munich. Trento to Munich. Bolzano to Munich. I mean, I'm probably going to want to start doubling some track up, because we're probably going to get some bad traffic. Especially between Venice and Verona. And you can see it. It's bad traffic. Double up around Trento, actually. Because Trento is going to be quite important. Double up around Bolzano. Because again, Bolzano is going to get a lot of traffic. Probably wants to double up around Innsbruck as well. Because that's going to get a lot of traffic. How much would it cost to actually double up the tunnel? Not that much, so let's just do that. Pleased with our performance, salary remains the same. We made 2 million that year. Let's issue off the stock. Double up, pause the game. Double up more track. So there you go. Bolzano to Innsbruck is now entirely double track. Let's actually connect over to Zurich. We don't have enough money to actually get all the way to Zurich, but when the money starts coming in, we can start shipping over to Zurich. Let's actually save the game as Alps. Okay. Put it onto very slow. Just use iron bridges from now on. Let's get over to Augsburg. A lot of trees around here, but that's to be expected because it's the south of Germany. We are building in Bavaria, we're building in the Black Forest, so trees are to be expected. And let's just do a short line between Munich and Augsburg, and that will need water and maintenance. Excuse me. How many weapons have we hauled? We've hauled 10 loads of weapons. I mean, it is slow. Because the problem is most of the weapons are actually sitting here, and they're not going to the station. So we may actually want to kind of build some kind of junction with another station, and then put it over here. Because they're coming around here. So that would... yeah, there you go. Right. That gets the weapons. And then let's just do a direct line from Venice Junction to Munich, and that should make a fortune just hauling nothing but weapons. It does! 2.2 million with 7 loads of weapons. And we can actually clone that train, to be honest. Before anyone else tries to steal those weapons. Again, that'll make another... well, it'll make about 2 million by the time it actually gets there. May as well double it up as well. May as well put a maintenance and service station as well. There is actually one there already. Sondrio in Italy has also $200,000 to connect to it. Unfortunately, it's in the middle of a mountain, and there's literally no way we would be able to get there except via tunnel. Because if we try and kind of build around here, there's a big river in the way, so it's just impossible. Ugh. Okay, we've only actually used up 11 years. And, we're well on the way to get gold. We should get gold easily, to be honest. Anyway. Let's build from Munich to Memmingen. Probably mispronounced that. There's a lot of towns I'm going to mispronounce in this game. It's already got maintenance and service, so we can just do Munich to Memmingen. That's hauling a load of meat. That's fine. No problems with that. They cut our salary. We are economic normal, but we did make less money than we did last year, so... Looking at the weapons train, the double track is helping, because there's going to be quite a lot of track with multiple trains crossing it, so there's going to be a lot of traffic. Especially around, well, Bolzano itself does actually receive a lot of traffic. I mean, actually, now I've built this Venice Junction line, there will be less haulage of weapons, so Trento and Bolzano and Innsbruck will become less profitable and less useful. I just realised we need to double up this particular bit of track. I'm gonna need to do something with that bridge, because it's just awful at the moment. Oh, we're out of money. But we actually have managed to double up ourselves to Munich. The gradient is quite... yeah, that bridge is stupid. I don't like it. So I'm gonna have to do something about it. Okay, let's see what we can do. Let's go to the stone bridge. I'd have to get rid of the... yeah, I'd have to get rid of the station, and I'd have to get rid of the service tower and the maintenance. Okay, what can we do about that, actually? Is this a case of what can you do? No! Okay, we're going to need to issue stock. We're doing fine there. Although the stock price is actually decreasing. So we may have a bit of an issue. What the heck is that? I don't want that. Right. So now... destroy that service tower and that maintenance. The station we'll probably have to go, to be honest. Maintenance service there. Got service tower here, and that'll be okay. Wait for this. It's actually no trains are actually going. So no trains are actually using Rosenheim station itself. Wow. Okay, the trains are arriving in Munich, and they're making 1.9 million each, hauling 7 loads of weapons. Yeah, I'm going to need to get rid of that station. Get rid of that bridge. Get rid of all this track. Okay. This isn't entirely necessary, it's just, that bridge was hideous, to be honest. We can actually make this single track. Well, actually, let's just keep it as double track. And then build station here. Build a maintenance here. Don't need a service tower because there's one there. And Rosenheim to Munich. I'm going to need to rename that from Rosenheim Junction to Munich. Wait, what? Wrong one. I'm going to need to rename that to Rosenheim from Rosenheim Junction. It is actually hauling weapons, believe it or not. Okay, that is fine. We have a shitload of cash. 4 more loads and we've got the gold. So let's just... Well, I mean, I still need to get over to Zurich, but that's not an issue. Let's actually connect over to Zurich. Fairly flat. I mean, the thing is the Zurich line itself won't receive a lot of traffic. We're basically connecting it because we have to. I mean, to be fair, like... Okay, I'm not happy about those gradients. I mean, the thing is, we've basically got gold as it is. Okay, can we fit in a large station with the entire town in? We can't, so let's build further south. Try and fit in the entire town. I'm not entirely sure if it's even possible, to be honest. It's not possible. The town is just too weirdly shapen. Unless I build it over here. Nah, just build it over here. I mean, the thing is Milan and Zurich connected. Italy and Switzerland, strangers no more. Yeah, they are connected. Not direct. So if you want to get from Milan to Zurich, you do have to go via Munich. Because you have to go, like, through the Alps to Innsbruck, and then to Munich, and then to there. Actually, there is actually another train headed for Munich that will give us the gold. No, it won't. It's not entirely full. Yeah, we still need another load. Oh. Okay. We do need another load of weapons. It arrived as soon as I finished that sentence, and I didn't even have to wait for the year to end. We only actually used half the time, in fact less than that we were given. Far less than that, actually. We were given 35 years. We used 12, maybe 13, I'm not sure. Yeah, we used just a bit less than 13 years. So, that is gold. To be honest, that scenario is not difficult. If you know what you're doing, you can make a fortune just holding weapons because of the price differential. It's insane. And having 2 ports, both of which generate 5 weapons a year, you saw it. We were making 1.9 million from hauling 7 loads of weapons. Excuse me. That is stupid amount of money. But anyway, that is a gold medal. From the looks of it, the Alps were made of gold. Quite possibly. I doubt it. But anyway. Yep. So. And actually, you make a lot of money just hauling passengers between Venice and Munich. So you just make a fortune. We've made like 5 million this year, and the year isn't even over yet. And we're in economic prosperity, so we're not even in an economic boom. You can just make a fortune. That's definitely the easiest way to do it. I mean, it would be possible to directly build from Zurich or Milan to Zurich, but it would be a lot more expensive because you have to build a massive tunnel. In fact, how much would that even cost? Just a lot. An uncountable amount, because you'd have to build tunnels, bridges over rivers, and then more tunnels, and then more tunnels, and then you finally somehow get to Zurich. So that's just a stupid idea. You're a lot better off going through what the game calls the Brenner Pass, which I don't know where that would be exactly, but you're a lot better off just going. And then you can even connect to Trento and Bolzano, which actually made me a lot of money themselves. And then just, even that tunnel only cost me 1.6 million or something, so, and then it's flat. I mean, I had a slight difficulty at Rosenheim, but it's not difficult. Anyway, let's save again as Alps. So, save. Anyway, that's all for now. That is the end of that video, so thank you for watching this video. Leave a comment if you've enjoyed it, or if you've got anything else to say. Leave a like. Subscribe to my channel for more content of mine, more videos of mine that I've done. Share this video everywhere, spread the word, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye, folks.